Good morning, everybody. Good morning. It's another day that the Lord has made, and I'm so glad that I'm up early before I have to go into my Zoom meeting. So I was like, I might as well do morning grits on this morning. So I'm glad to be here with you guys. And today's word is just like a real word, something that we need to be reminded of. If you look at the video title, it says, "Do not ignore that ping." God is warning you and trying to protect you. Do not ignore that ping. And when I talk about that ping, y'all know how we're in situations, or we may be in a relationship, we may be in a circumstance, and something just don't feel right. There's this like alarm system going off. A lot of times we'll ignore it. A lot of times we'll ignore that sense of something is not right, or this may be potentially dangerous. And we ignore it and we get ourselves in a bunch of trouble. But don't ignore it. The Bible tells us that God will warn us. God will warn us of things so we are not destroyed. Warning comes before destruction. That's why it's so important to live by the Spirit, so you're led by the Spirit. Because when you are in tune with God, and He is actually directing your path, He is going to show you. He's going to alert you to situations, people, circumstances, choices that can prove detrimental to your spiritual well-being. And not only is your spiritual well-being, your physical well-being, your emotional well-being, and any other well-being that we experience as people. As people. Whatever it is that God is throwing up the red flag about, don't ignore it. And it's easy to ignore red flags. Yes, it is. It's easy to override the Spirit. Yes, it is. Because sometimes we want what we want. Sometimes we want to see the good in a situation, or we want to see the good in a person. We want to see the potential in something. So what we'll do when the Lord trying to warn us and say, look, that's not the route you need to take. When He's trying to warn us about that particular situation, because we want what we want, or we want to see the good, we want to see potential, we override the Spirit. We go over the Spirit. And let me tell y'all something. The Lord speaks to us in so many ways, including that discerning. He has a way to give you discernment and let you know, look, what you're about to choose is not cool. What you're about to do is not good. You shouldn't be in a relationship with this person. You shouldn't go there. You shouldn't. I mean, even down to who we worship with, who we fellowship with. If you are in a situation, and I'm not going to stay long because I got to get ready for this Zoom meeting in about 2 hours or so, and I need to get my mind together. But if you are in a situation and you just keep getting that feeling, don't ignore it. Do not ignore the red flag that God is waving in front of your face. Now, are the red flags easy to accept all the time? No. Sometimes those pings that God puts in our spirit to say, hey, you need to kind of watch this, or those red flags that He'll show us, sometimes they go against our hopes. They go against our wants. They go against what we think about the person. Sometimes it uncovers an ugly attribute about somebody, or something that was supposed to be in our best interest. Sometimes it reveals hurtful truth. But don't ignore it. Too many times, y'all. And then we get ourselves in situations and pray, God, get me out. God. But God said, I showed you before I even got this far. I let you know what was going on before it even got to this place. Going back to a previous statement, that's why, y'all, we got to be led of the Spirit of God. That's why we got to know His voice. That's why we got to be in relationship with Him. That's why we got to know. We got to know His insight. We got to know when God is showing us something. Because I tell you one thing, the devil ain't out here playing. Jesus said real plain, the devil comes to steal, kill, and destroy. He is not playing with any of us. And sometimes we don't see the traps initially. I mean, I know some of y'all are so prophetic and so this that you see everything around you and you're not subject. Well, I'm not talking about you. This video is not for you. This is for the rest of us who are actually human. And though we're walking in the Spirit, we have to fight off our flesh and we got to deal with our humanity. It's easy to override things, y'all. It is. It is. So those moments where something, and you kind of feel it right in here. You know what I'm talking about? You feel it right here. Like, hey, Victoria, something ain't right. Hey, you can put your name there. This ain't no good situation. It sound good. It looked like a good opportunity. This looks like a good job. This looked like a potential husband, potential wife. But something just keeps saying, Don't ignore God. Warning you. Don't. So many of us, like I said, in trouble now. God deliver me. Well, I tried to save you. I'm going to deliver you, but I tried to save you. I tried to prevent you even experiencing this, but you ignored the red flags. You ignored the ping. Yeah, we got to have our ears in tune. Because, y'all, God is all about protecting us. God is all about preserving His children. God is all about making sure that we are in a good position. Even in affliction, even in circumstances, even in adversity. He is about protecting us. But y'all, when we get ourselves in trouble, it is not because God did not protect us or He did not attempt to let us know what was going on. A lot of times we get ourselves in mess because we ignore the Spirit of God. We ignore that ping. We ignore what God was trying to show us. Why not say, let's save ourselves the trouble? Let's save ourselves the trouble. And when we feel in our spirits that something ain't right, don't disregard it. Don't ignore it. Don't overlook it. Don't even try to rationalize it. I know sometimes if I'm not careful, something will go off in me and I'll try to rationalize it. I'll try to make logic of it for why I shouldn't worry about it. And that has gotten me in some situations that I didn't want to be in. Instead of listening, first of all, realizing that ping I was feeling was God in the first place. Make sure you are not ignoring when God is trying to warn you. And y'all, warning has such a negative connotation. When God is trying to warn us about something or a person, it's for protection. God's warning is His love. God's warning is His protection for His children. That's what it is. So don't ignore it. Don't ignore that ping. Don't rationalize it. Don't try to justify it. Take it and adjust. When God shows you something or gives you insight that something might not be right, you take that thing and you adjust to that truth. You adjust to it because it's God protecting you and it's God protecting me. So don't ignore those pings. Don't ignore the red flags. I don't care how bad you want it. I don't care how nice they seem. I don't care how advantageous the situation may be. Don't ignore it. Don't ignore it. Because you will find yourself in a place that God was trying to protect you from in the first place. Okay? So that's the word for this morning. Like I said, it's so good to see y'all. Y'all pray for me. This week has been challenging. Shout out to my cousin Leo checking on me. Yeah, I got a lot on my plate, y'all. A lot on my plate. So y'all don't get to see me as much. But this too shall pass. But anyway, that's the word for today. Don't ignore the ping. And as always, you know, I thank God for those of you who help with the Caring for the Least of Us ministries. I thank God that you guys help me feed the homeless, take care of the elderly. I thank God that we were able to buy good hot food and meals for them and resources like underwear. I just thank God for all of your help. I really, really, really do. I thank God for all of your help. And like I said, I'm gonna get around to it, but I'm gonna put that website up so I don't have to keep posting that flyer. But I do want to tell you thank you always, because some of you have been just so awesome about that. Making sure that we can keep doing it. I don't know how long God will allow us to do it, but we'll do it until God says enough. Okay? So thank you for that. Those of you who wanted to give and could not give, I thank you for your prayers. Hey Travis, I thank you for your prayers. That when we do go out there, that we're protected, that we have provision, and that we keep being passionate about taking care of those who don't have the means to take care of themselves. All right, so that's today's video. I'm glad I was, maybe, you know what, maybe I should start getting up early and doing the videos anyway. I was trying to be great on my summer vacation and sleep in, but it looked like that ain't going to happen. So, I'll probably just do them early in the mornings. Anyway, I don't know. All right, guys, I love you. Do me a favor, share this video. God bless you. And remember, y'all, do not ignore the red flags. Don't ignore the ping. Don't ignore it. God is warning you because he loves you and he's trying to protect you from that situation. God bless you.